Background. The SARS, most widely known as the coronavirus 2019 COVID-19, had devastated millions of lives since March of 2020. As a new strain of the coronavirus family, scientists are not fully aware about the capability and effect of the new virus during its early onset. The new virus specifically targets the respiratory system, inducing acute respiratory distress syndrome that can eventually lead to acute respiratory failure, Gibson et al. 2020. Many people in the United States (US) did not see this virus as a threat in the early weeks of the first reported case in the United States and continue with their daily life routine. As a new virus with no known cure or protection against it, the most effective method to protect oneself from the virus is to practice good hand washing technique, wearing a face covering, and practicing social distancing. At first, people are hesitant about this method and choose to ignore the recommended guidelines of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) and World Health Organization (WHO), without any available medications or protection against the virus. One health is at risk of acquiring the virus and is at increased risk for the detrimental effect of the COVID-19. COVID-19 pandemic is a global phenomenon that is currently devastating millions of lives. Increase the vaccinated individual is the utmost priority against the virus. Pollack et al. 2020 determined that pharmaceutical company Pfizer and Moderna had 95% and 94% efficacy rate, respectively. Despite its high effectiveness, people are still contemplating or refusing in acquiring the vaccine. As each individual have their own set of unique reasons, many opt to not receive the vaccine due to very limited data about the newly formed vaccine. Some of the limited data that many individuals are concerned about is the potential long-term effect of the vaccine in the health. Another concern is that many individuals have perceived receiving the vaccine as receiving the virus itself and place them at risk of acquiring the virus. The purpose of this study is to provide data and information to individuals with limited understanding about the COVID-19 vaccine and to find answers why many individuals are contemplating or refusing to get the COVID-19 vaccine despite its severe consequences. Hussein et al. 2018 stated that there are many beliefs that vaccines cause more harm than benefit to the health of the individual or children. Even though COVID-19 is rampant and considered as being one of the deadliest pandemics in the history, it is not avoided that there are still individuals who are against to receiving the vaccine regardless of proven high mortality rate of the virus. Prieto and Gonzalez 2021 acknowledged that pandemic deniers and individuals who opposed wearing masks have big contribution to the ongoing pandemic. Determining whether the impact and severity of COVID-19 to infected anti-vaccine individuals will encourage the same group of people to consider the uptake of the COVID-19 vaccine. In the study that Friedman et al. 2020 conducted about people's attitude toward the COVID-19 vaccine that was done during the peak of COVID-19, data revealed that there is an overall decrease in favorable attitude toward vaccine. The study did cover that political orientation have a big impact with this decision. Participants who identify themselves as Republican showed decreased intention to get the vaccine, whereas their Democratic counterpart did not show a significant change toward their attitude with receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. The big problem in the coronavirus 2019 COVID-19 pandemic and the discrepancy that were identified was the number of people willing to get vaccinated. However, despite that vaccines are available to combat COVID-19, there are still individuals who refuse to receive the vaccine despite proven effectiveness. The aim and purpose of this research is to identify the reason behind the refusal and contemplation of the COVID-19 vaccine uptake. Research questions. In a sample of unvaccinated adults, what is the relationship between serious consequences and intention to vaccinate? Methodology. Research method and design. Quantitative data is used due to the capability of the design to further explore many topics. Patak et al. 2013. The data is obtained through questionnaires and interview. Sampling technique. A sample of 59 individuals, male and female, were randomly picked and equal 59 to be experimental group and equal 59 are non-experimental group. The sites were in the William Patterson University in the traditional nursing research class. Variables of interest. The three major variables that research questions focused are on the following. Knowledge about the coronavirus 2019 COVID-19, source of information about COVID-19, likelihood of getting vaccinated against COVID-19. Proposed analysis. Two groups are identified as student A thinking about getting the vaccine and student B not taking the vaccine at all. There is a varying result with knowledge of COVID-19 for student A and B. The varying answer for this group of students about their knowledge about COVID-19 are little bit, some, and quite a bit. Student A and B have differing view of likelihood of acquiring COVID-19. Majority of both student A and B choose less than 50-50 and 50-50, but there are a couple who choose not at all and absolutely. The correlation is inconsistent. Majority of student A and B obtain their information from social media. An individual with more information, for example, CDC and or NIH, about the vaccine were more likely to be vaccinated. Result. The knowledge of student A and student B varies, as many have less knowledge about the disease, and some have some knowledge about it, and some are quite informed about COVID-19. The likelihood of student A and student B acquiring the virus itself differing standpoints whether they will get infected with COVID-19 or not. Majority of student A and student B acquire the information from social media. Discussion. The finding of the research revealed that individuals who are contemplating or refusing to get the COVID-19 vaccine is due to the belief that they have less chance of acquiring the virus. Some individuals are not fully informed about the COVID-19 vaccines, as majority of the information they acquired came from social media and not from scholarly articles or reputable health organizations such as World Health Organization, WHO, or Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC). Through this project, readers who will come across this study will determine that individuals who are contemplating or refusing to acquire the vaccine is due to lack of knowledge, secondary to lack of credible source of COVID-19. Nursing research is a vital tool in discovering various findings correlating to a relevant problem. Nurse researcher acquires information about how to improve the healthcare field through research and discovery of new advancements in technology that will benefit the nursing field. Through research, new and innovation procedures are enhanced, deemed through thorough study such as evidence-based practice.